thank you so much for taking time out to be with us today. 2019 Asian Evaluation Week. The emphasis here, the theme is on quality evaluations. Now, I know if you talk about the Asia region, the different regions with different needs, but one theme that has been echoing throughout has been the need to develop capacities in order to increase the quality of evaluation. Would you agree? And just elaborate a bit more on that for us, please.
Sure. So there's different dimensions. In terms of quality, you've got the demand and the supply side. That's the first distinction that you have to make. And there's an individual capacity level, there's an institutional one, and there's also an enabling environment. And across Asia and the Pacific, you have fragile states, you have low-income countries, middle-income one, middle-high-income, and high-income countries, with all different levels of capacity and also very different understandings of what the evaluation function is and how it should look like, ranging from performance, budget-based monitoring, to more linked to audit, to impact evaluation, and the capacities vary across. Some countries have evaluation policies in place, some countries have very strong leadership, evaluation champions. An example is where you guys are based in ADB in the Philippines. You started with an evaluation policy, and now there's a whole of government law that is being discussed and will be presented to the Senate. So that's on the policy framework. In terms of capacity, actually the director of evaluation of MEDA did not come here because she's training the Senate.
That's right, yes.
So you can see how at different levels the capacities are being reinforced at institutional, and it's not just one constituency, it's across the board. It's different line ministries, it's the parliament, it's the prime minister's office, it's the president's office. You have different functions across the board.
Right. So absolutely very, very complex, different levels of capacity. So all the more reason to build up capacities to bridge these parities, right? And my second question to you is about the evaluation week itself. How important a platform do you think this is for exchange of ideas, of learnings, and you've been coming here year after year. So have you seen, as far as China is concerned, do you think that the intent of the government has been reinforced, or what are the changes that you see in the landscape?
Okay, so there are two dimensions to this. One is the thematic focus of the conference. I think it's progressively improved. Discussing quality is a very important theme, not just in terms of processes and products, but it also brings, it lands what quality means for different stakeholders. I think the participation has diversified. We're not just talking about evaluation among banks. There have been years where you have had more UN agencies. Now I see representations also of voluntary organizations of professional evaluators that are participating for the first year, so that's a great thing. I've seen the position of the Chinese government evolve over time, but you have more information on how you have worked together, and you have engaged with the Ministry of Finance, the Shanghai Institute, at different levels. So your partnership on that side is very strong. I don't have that insight.
Do you see that reflected in that was my question, do you see it reflected in the conference that you've been attending?
Yes, I think in the level of discussions it's reflected. I think there are different aspects that still can improve in the conference. I think it's a conference that is needed, first of all, because there was not an Asian evaluation week. You have evaluation weeks in Africa, which are linked to the African Evaluation Association. You have them in Latin America that are also linked to the national associations. So we had the Asia APEA conference earlier this year in Manila, which also brought together different stakeholders,
That's right.
including the Asian Development Bank. So that is very positive to have these moments where we can share experience and learn from each other. Knowledge around evaluation is very important to keep abreast of new developments and also see where countries are overcoming challenges and increasing the number of opportunities to professionalize the function in their own countries, within their evaluation bodies, within their policies, within their institutions, and with their partners, and how development partners can support them in the long run, because this is a journey. It's not a one-stop, and it's over time. And so I'm really glad that this year we're officially partnering together with ADB on an assessment of national evaluation capacities and national evaluation systems in the Pacific.
All right. Thank you so much. That was very helpful.
Thank you.